Welcome back, fellas, into this new video of Squarespace. Today, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about Squarespace. If you don't know how to get started, basically this tutorial is totally for beginners. You don't have to know absolutely anything about creating your website, because today we're focusing for an easy to edit website template, no coding needed, and it's gonna be really easily. So I'm going to show you how to generate your layout, to customize the Fluid engine, and use the new AI product Composer to launch your shop instantly. Now, let's go for the Blueprint AI setup. If you click for the element that says Get Started, instead of picking an actual template, you look for the Build Your Own with Blueprint AI option, which usually is going to be much more faster to get started with an actual website. Now, it's going to be asking you what do you want to do with your actual website: to sell on-demand videos, to sell services, to build a community, to publish a blog or a media, sell memberships, and so much more. Usually, to get started, I only focus for 2 out of 3 elements. For example, publish a blog and build a community. This is my own case. You can focus, for example, to sell products and sell services if you wanted to, for example. Just stick around with only maximum 3 out of them. Now let's go for next. Now inside here, you can let to choose an actual template from a curated set of design template to Blueprint AI templates made for you, or let the Blueprint AI build a custom starting point that's ready to make your own. Let's stick around with the a website AI website builder. Now, when you choose this element, it might be asking you for a few questions in order to continue, such as, for example, what is the actual name of your website, what would you like to be focused on, the colors, the fonts, and all of that. Now, as you can see here is like the basics tools to get started. Now here have the site title. This is the name of your site. You can change this later. Now, into your site title, if you don't know how to name this, what you can do is to even use an AI helper. For example, I'm going to be using Cloudy. Let's say I want to make a blog website about music, but I don't know anything about it, not even the name. Help me get started with ideas. Right? And the AI will be your sidekick. Usually it's going to be asking you a few questions. What would you like to do? How would you like to be focused on? Your goals, even some title ideas. Let's say that you can be making sub niches, for example, what kind of music you're most passionate about. For example, let's say that I'm focusing on for rock, metal, and the alternative focus only for one, to make this process a little bit much more important. What kind of content you might be writing? Album reviews, music history, deep dives, news and new releases. Personally is equal to, let's go for this one, casual and fun, edgy, warm. So let's directly select that element, and the AI will be making these kind of prompts to make this process much more faster. So as you can see, we have the name, the hook, for example, right? So basically here, what I can do now is to, since I focus into news and releases, here are some recurring post formats that sometimes casually work great for casual bloggers. So let's say that I focus for off the grid. I copy, I paste that into my actual site. The brand personality would be, let's say, friendly. Now the AI will understand a little bit more about what we're actually aiming for. What I can certainly suggest to you is that since the AI can actually do the work by itself, you don't want to, let's say, add a bunch of stuff since we're just getting started. Let me explain this a little bit more. Let's say we have an intro and a section. Yeah. But in my case, I don't need a product section, I don't need a service section, I don't need an appointment section, a video preferred section. Let's say that I wanted to add only an about section, a social section, and a footer section. Something truly easy just to get started, right? Let's go for next. And now it asks us to add a pages to our actual site. Now we have the about section, which is the most important element, and the contact element. In my case, let's say that I'm going to be just leaving it like this and go for the element that says next. Now we can choose an actual color palette to make this more interesting. So these custom palettes were curated by the designers. You can always change the colors. Since we're only focusing for something, let's say, a little bit more for artists and music, you want to be looking out for something more friendly. So check out all the color schemes, look out for the one that best suits for yourself, and once you find one that actually resonates with you, you want to go for the element that says next. Then it will be asking you to choose a font pairing. Let's say that I select this one, and it actually looks really well. So let's go for finished, and then it's going to be gathering all the pages. It's going to be selecting all the color fonts, the palettes, the titles, and the stuff that you actually selected to make something a little bit much more easier. And this will be taking you right away directly into the actual desktop, or let's say for example the actual dashboard. Now you are now into the Fluid engine. This is like a grid-based drag and drop editor, unlike all the versions. And basically what you can do is to personalize your site header and logo, which we already did, customize your brand style, and manage your site navigation. When you hit for manage your site navigation, you can see that we have the element that have the main navigation bar, there's the context, there's the home tab, which is not linked. And well, basically that will be actually it. So what I can do is to add, for example, like a new navigation bar, and let's say for example that I can add this page. This page could be my home tab. So where it says home, I go for settings, and here is the URL selected. Here's the navigation panel. You can see that we have that element already being directly inside there, and we're actually good to go. So basically here what we can do now is to go for edit. So into my edit, what I can do is to now overlap elements to create high-end magazine looks. A prop tip that I can give you, for example, is you can hit the actual G button on your keyboard to see the grid lines, and it's going to be making it much more easier to align an actual breeze. So for example, I can change the images when I double click directly inside there. I go for replace, I upload my own images, or what I can do is to select from the actual library, or focus for stocked images to make this process much more faster. Let's say for example that I go for music library, and here have this notes, here have this element. I go for add image, and I can, let's say for example, give it more space, more soul into my actual website. So just as you can add images, you can even add text. For example, it says precision audio solutions. Let's say for example that I double select this element, let's say the V tapes, like this. There we go. And this is the part where I can use more about the AI. For example, let's say they had content that is to get started, new music fighter under 1,000 streams. We'll listen so you don't have to. Let's say I can copy this information and paste it directly inside here. To, let's say, win a little bit more credibility and honest, funny reactions to hyped albums, like this. There we go. Learn more, follow for ongoing insights here. For example, blog personal tips. There we go. And you can just start by editing your actual website. Let's say be a little bit more realistic into what you're actually aiming for. So I'm gonna hit for save for now, because this is totally up to you when it comes to adding more information about yourself. So try to be changing the images, try to be changing the titles, the subtitles. In my case, this is an actual blog. For example, I can just try to catalog them all. For example, let's say that we have make some research for a specific album, so I can just delete this, add an image. For example, I can browse for stock images, or look out for my library, or even what I can do is to add an actual image that I would like to add directly inside here. For example, the currents from the Tim Impala, so you could go for copy the images and try to paste it directly inside here, like it so. Or where it says attach the actual link, here's the URL. I copy the image address and I paste it directly inside here, and there we go. This is the actual data images that I would like to add. Or even what I can do is to download my actual images, save image as, hit for save, upload my own file, go for my downloads, and it should be appearing directly inside here. And there we go. You can add your own content, you can make the own design, you can check out the own animation of it, and you can check out how it actually looks to the blog post and the tips out of it. So when you finish with all of this, make sure that you always save, don't go live yet. We wanted to go back and focus for the AI content asset library. So struggling with your About Me page, for example, you can highlight the text and click the AI writer icon, and you can get more 3 words, and it will be generating professional copy into your actual brand voice. The AI can actually do a really great work for you. Now into the left section, you have the pages of the actual website, which I already did. We can see the styles, the assets, the CEO. Now the CEO can be helping us to check out how well optimized is your website for both traditional and AI assisted search like the ChatGPT. For example, the CEO score out of us is 36%. What can we do to improve our website? Into the upper side, you can see that we have pages with metadata. We have 4 pages with metadata. So the AI, for example, can be helping us to get started with the metadata, and you can see that we have like a few let's say recommendations. If you are okay with those, just leave it as it is, and the CEO score will be appeared directly inside here. Right, here's the actual traffic that we currently have daily. Now continue with the CEO. For example, you can read out the CEO checklist, add an FIQ to boost the visibility, an AI generated search results. We can explore the AI all resources into our blog, review the keywords into the Google Search Console, for example. Something can be really cool to get started with. And there we go. So if you're going to be selling products, selling some services, offering some service, you can see that we have the product orders, discount, selling tools that we have directly here in the left section. Content and memberships usually are for communities, say pale world content that you can be starting to sell there. You can have video on demand, the member side, courses, and the blogged element. This is, for example, for paid subscribers, but since my website is totally for free and going to be making blogs, I'm basically going to stick around only for the free version with no product services or no content memberships. Now the scheduling here. The scheduling is more advanced tools, but basically the scheduling for your website is that you can create appointments, set up availabilities. If you are, let's say, offering some services, it's going to be really helpful. But ourselves, we're not going to be focusing a lot in that. And the donations, for example, the donations website is not that different from other donation giving page that you see so far, which you can just add a donation page, accept a one-time or recurring contributions to your actual website, raise funds for a school, for a group, for a program, whatever, to use that as you wanted to. And the invoicing elements that can be helping you to charge, capture leads, get hired, collect payments directly through your website, adding contracts, proposals, estimated current invoices, which I think is going to be really awesome when you already have like a brand element inside this site, inside this Squarespace, because we already have fonts, we already have the same colors, we already have the same logo types, and all of that information can be, let's say, pointed out into the same invoice, into the same recurring invoice, into the same estimate, into the same proposal, contracts, and so much more, right? Now the campaigns are for people who want to get started for email campaigns. For example, welcoming your new community, sending them, for example, discounts for your next purchase, sending the notifications about your next blog, about the next solo album of a specific artist. In our case, that is totally optional. You can generate that, but in this case, you must have an actual plan in order to continue in that. Then is the context. The context is, for example, how would you like to add a contact list? If you already have some email campaigns, so you can build collected some emails, you have collected some phone numbers, you can add them and put into your context. So you can use this as recurring subscribers, promotional people, and you can create your own list if you wanted to. And then, for example, we have the analytics tabs where you can check out all about the traffic, all about the engagement, all about your sales you have made from the last 30 days, from the last 90 days, last month, last week, yesterday, today, or even custom, which could be a maximum element. And the finance element. The finance is basically all the transactions through your actual website that have been happening since the day one that you have choose live your website so far. So basically, guys, this is how we can actually get started with the great tool of the new Squarespace element there. So if you wanted to see more great tools about how to get started, you can go for the home tab, and you can see that we have more stuff about setting your own element. You can learn more basics about adding page sections, adding content with blocks, changing the actual font, styling the button, using image and blocks, and there are more, a lot of actual basic tools that we can be focusing on to make your website looks even better. And if you want to stick around with Squarespace, I can strongly recommend you, suggest you to stick around with an actual plan in order to making this a little more professional, look more professional. So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more trades tools like this. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the comments below. And well, with this being said, we can all see you well next time.